Do I look as cool as I feel? I just finished unboxing the new DJI FPV drone and I'm so excited to get this thing in the air. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you what it's like for me getting set up on this drone and how long it will actually take me and all the steps along the way, because a lot of people come to me being like,
I just picked up a drone from the store. I'm gonna go fly it right now.
and I'm like, did you do all the setup stuff first? And they're like,
What setup stuff?
so I'm gonna be bringing you through my process. I'm actually genuinely curious how long it will take me to do this. I gotta be at the gym in a couple hours, but my goal is to be flying my drone ASAP. So let's dive in. Which, by the way, if you're new here, aloha. I'm Christine, and this is Create with CL, where I give away all of my secrets on what goes behind being a travel creator, and one of my tools is my drone. Check the info in the description below if you wanna fly drones with me. More info over there. Let's get back to it.
I've got a couple tips for you as you're setting up your drone, no matter what drone you are taking out of the box. It's tempting to do what I'm doing here, which is to set up your drone and put on propellers first. But if you at all care about trying to fly your drone anytime soon, then first you need to charge all your batteries.
No battery. That means no power, see? No light. No bueno. I gotta plug that in.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So whether it's the battery for your controller or the battery for your drone, or in my instance, the battery for my goggles, you gotta get everything charging ASAP while you're setting up if you wanna get outside and start droning as soon as possible.
This is kind of heavy.
My second tip for you is, as much as I did not want to read the manual, read the manual. It's very short and straightforward.
Okay, propellers first, right? Let's go first. I think they're gonna make it easy for me. Already, A, one says A, one says B. Which one says A, which one says B? You cannot make it easy for me. One of the ways I like to put things together is I like to see how far I can get without looking at the manual. I don't really like reading, which I'm sure you're wondering, but Christine, you write such long Instagram captions. Sorry, not sorry. Do I have to read the manual? I don't read the manual. Breaking things already.
So to recap, my two tips for you is: one, get everything charging ASAP, and two, read the manual. This whole process took me about 8 minutes, still not that long, but regardless, read the manual, you'll get there even faster. All right.
While things are charging, I'm gonna go grab my laptop, and now we are going to start the process of registering, yada, 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 the other things for the drone.
This is what it looks like when you come to the FAA.gov website to register your drone. Link in the description below. But the things to call out here is: one, if you're flying a Mavic Mini and it's just for fun, like you're not a pilot that's selling your photos and videos, it's optional to register your drone. But if you're like me and you're flying a larger drone, in this instance, the DJI FPV drone, you do have to register it. It costs $5 to do it. And all you gotta do is enter your address, make and model of your drone, enter your payment, and you're really all set to go thereafter. It's a super fast, super easy process. The next thing I was working on was getting my drone turned on, activated, and attached to my DJI app. So download the app if you don't have it already, log in if you don't have a login already, and start going through the process of turning on your drone.
This is taking forever. Okay, flight tutorial.
There's one setting I recommend you change right out the bat before you go do your first flight, and that's going into your settings and changing it to imperial numbers. In other words, I don't want to be figuring out how to both fly my drone and calculate things from metric meters into feet. So that's one thing I recommend changing right out the gate. One other thing you can expect is there being a lot of firmware updates. This happens and it just can possibly take a while, so anticipate that. And if you're considering DJI insurance, now's the time to sign up for it.
Okay, I've given you a ton of tips in setting up your own drone, no matter what drone you're taking out of the box. Let's recap how long it took me for my own process. But before we do, make sure you check the description below for more helpful info, including getting on my insider list so you don't miss a thing via email. Check it out in the description below. And if you haven't already done so, cheers that like button and consider subscribing. It really does help this channel. All right, let's recap how long it took me. If you didn't see my other video, unboxing my drone took me about 5.5 minutes. We saw in this video that putting the drone together and just getting it set up took me about 10 minutes. Getting it registered with the FAA, super easy. That took me about 5 minutes. What did take a long time, and while all of this was happening, right, I'm charging the batteries, but activating it and getting the firmware set up, that stuff took about 20 minutes. So I'm looking at about an hour or so between opening the box and getting this thing in the air. Drones are so so fun and so easy. This drone will be a challenge for me to learn how to fly manually. So if you want to follow that journey, I'm flying every single day and capturing it. Consider checking that out on my channel. I'm here every week with new adventures, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. I'm in Florida right now. Wonder how many bugs I'm gonna attract with this. At least I won't attract any men.